Well, good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're ready for our next lesson today with algebra. You need to make sure you have your book. Open your book up to page 75. Get your book, get a pencil. This is lesson 4, session 3. Develop evaluating algebraic expressions. So make sure you have everything, and we're going to read the first question, the first problem, and see how we can solve it. A county fair has different ticket prices for adults and children. The expression 6A plus 5C represents the total cost in dollars of tickets for A, adults, and C, children. The Patel family spends $38 on tickets. How many adult tickets and child tickets do they buy? So I'm going to think about what it is, what information they've told us. They give us this expression 6A, 6A and 5C. I want you to think about what does that represent? Well, they told us A stands for the adults. So the 6, I wonder what the 6 stands for. If A is the number of adults, then 6 must be the cost of each ticket, and therefore the C is the number of children. The thing that varies is my number of children. The thing that is constant is that each child ticket is $5. So I want you to stop the video and I want you to try it on your own and see if you can figure out what combination of adult tickets and child tickets will cost $38. Okay, hopefully you are back and you have figured out how to show the number of each the adult and children's tickets. The way I chose to do it is to make a table. I made a table and I've got the adult tickets here and the child tickets here. I knew it had to be a combination of both to get to $38. So I did the adult tickets with 6, 12, 18. 4 adult tickets cost 24, 5 adult tickets cost 30. And I did the same thing with the children's tickets. 1 is $5, so 2 is $10, and 3 is $15. So once I had that, then I started looking for combinations that I could put together to give me $38. So if I have the 6, I can't find anything to give me 38. If I keep going, the 12, it would have to be 16, and there's no 16 down here for the child ticket. So when I got to the 18, I realized that 18, if I had an 18 and I took 18 from my 38, I have 20 left over, and that is a multiple of 5. So I knew the 18 plus 30, 20 is $38. So therefore, how many tickets? I need 3 adult tickets because 3 times 6 is 18. And I need 4 children's tickets because 4 times 5 is 20. And you should have gotten 3 adult tickets and 4 child tickets. Another way you could have done it is kind of problem solving. If I knew it had to end in an 8, so I'm thinking what numbers end in an 8? If I did 3 adult tickets was $18, then that leaves $20 left over. If I did 20 divided by 5, I get 4. So another way to solve it, 3 adult tickets and 4 children tickets. So hopefully you got the same thing. We're going to move on to the next page, page 76. Let's go ahead and look at analyze it. So they have the same problem there. And to analyze it, we've got the 6A term, the term 6A, and it stands for the A is the adults, and the term 5C is the cost of the children. Remember, we have 2 terms here. We have 6A and 5C. So we've got the coefficient is the $5, and the $6 with our variables A and C. So you could model this and evaluate. You can evaluate an algebraic expression by substituting values. So for instance, and you guys are going to need to know how to do this, if I am told there are 2 adults, then I'm going to put 2 in the place of the A variable. And when I have 6 times 2 and then 5 times 3, I get my 12 and 15, and that's 27. So 27 is less than 38, so I got to try something bigger. What if I try with a 5? A is 5. 6 times 5, 5 times 3. Again, this one has a greater value, so that one didn't work. And we are going to keep moving on. Connected. Turn to the next page, which is 77. Connected. Look at the algebraic expression and analyze it. How do you know that the coefficient of the term 6A represents the cost of the adult ticket? So how did you know that 6 is the cost of the ticket? And we know that because A is the number of adults. A is the number of adults. So therefore, 6 is the price, because the 6 isn't going to change. The price isn't going to change. The only thing that's going to change is the number of adults. So make sure you have written that down. The next one, how do the order of operations help you interpret the expression 6A plus 5C and model it? Describe the order in which you perform the operations shown in this expression. 6 times 2 plus 5 times 3. You do have to remember to use order of operations. I have 2 terms here, and I need to solve each of those. First, I need to multiply. I want you to answer this first and then come back and see if we have the same answer. Okay, we should have known. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Just a way to remember it. I know I'm going to multiply before I add. So this is the same as 6 times 2 and 5 times 3. So I had to do my multiplication first before I could add my numbers. Okay, and then let's go ahead and look at the next one. The choices for the variables in Model It do not give a total cost of $38. Show that the value of 6A plus 5C is 38 when A is 3 and C is 4. What does this mean about the number of adult tickets and child tickets the Patel family buys? Go ahead and do this first on your own and then come back to check with me. So we need to substitute. You're going to hear that a lot. I know they want A to equal 3. So I'm going to substitute 6 times 3 plus, substitute the C is 4, 5 times 4. Do my multiplication first, 18 plus 20, and that gives me a sum of 38. So what does that tell me? I know, I know that I've lost my place. I know that this 6 represents the cost for the adults, and this 5 is the cost for the children. So 3 adults and 4 children. How is evaluating an algebraic expression similar to evaluating a numerical expression? How is it different? Write down your answer and then come back. Well, they are the same once you substitute. When you substitute the value, the algebraic expression becomes I'm going to abbreviate, algebraic becomes the numeric expression. It's different because in the algebraic expression, we have variables that can change. In a numerical expression, it doesn't change. That is the value of that equation. And now we are going to move on to reflect. Think about all the models and strategies you've discussed today. Describe how one of them has helped you better understand how to evaluate. Remember, evaluate means solve algebraic expressions. I do want you to go ahead and write that in your book, and we'll share out those when we are back together. We are going to move on to the next page. We're going to apply it. In this one, we've got a hot air balloon is rising. And I'm going to move my little picture thing here. Okay. We've got the hot air balloon is rising. The expression 120 plus 2t represents the height of the hot air balloon in meters after t seconds. Use the expression to find the height of the balloon after 15 seconds. Show your work. I want you to stop and see if you can solve this. Whoops. Okay, you should be back. And let me get my eraser. Okay. I need to substitute. They told me that 120 plus 2 times t, and t stands for how many seconds? They told us the 15 seconds. So I'm going to rewrite it, 120 plus 2 times 15. I've substituted my 15 for my t. Now I can go ahead and solve it. 120 plus 30 is 150. Your solution should have been 150 meters. If you didn't get that, go ahead and check it. And number 7, what's the value of the expression 4 times x minus y plus 2 when x equals 7 and y is 1? You have to make sure you rewrite it, substituting the values, and then solve using order of operations. So I'm going to do 4 times x is 7 minus 1 plus 2. Order of operations says I'm going to do my parentheses next. So I'm going to do 4 times 6 plus 2. Now I do my multiplication, 24 plus 2, and my answer is 26. Come over here and check it. There is my 26 answer. Hopefully you got that one. Let's go ahead and do the next one on your own and come back and check it. Okay. This one, you can use the expression 2L plus 2W to find the perimeter of a rectangle where L is the length and W is the width. Use the expression to find the perimeter of the rectangle and show your work. Remember, perimeter is adding up all the sides. So why did they use the 2L? Because I have the length 2 times. I could add 2/3 plus 1/6 plus 2/3 plus 1/6, or I could use this expression to solve it. So how am I going to do that? I want to substitute the 2/3 in place of the L and 1/6 in place of the W. Stop the video and come back and check if you got the right answer. So I'm going to substitute 2 times 2/3 plus 2 times 1/6. And of course, they throw in fractions here to make it a little more complicated. Remember, when we multiply fractions, this is the same as 2 over 1. So that would be 4/3 plus 2/6. I can't add fractions with different denominators. But this one right here can be simplified to be 1/3. Now I can add the two together. 4/3 plus 1/3 is 5/3, which is the same as 1 and 2/3. So you should have gotten 1 and 2/3 yards. Okay, let's see. And you are done with this, except turn to the next page. On your own, you are going to do page 79 and page 80. Please make sure you do this and you get it done and bring it back to me so that I can see your completed work. All right, guys, finish up your work and we'll see you tomorrow. Hmm.